Hi, it's Sean, the Fluency Awesomeizer, and this is Decoding Multi-Syllabic Words, episode 51. It's a busy episode. Let's get started. I want you to read these words right out loud. Ready? What's this first one? How about this? And this. Next. This. And all right, question. Were any of those tricky to read? Keep watching. If so, I'm going to show you some great decoding strategies you can use when you're reading independently and you get stuck on big unfamiliar words. First, a reminder of the fabled tortoise and the hare. And slow and steady wins the race. The moral of that fable. That's great advice when you do get stuck on a big unfamiliar word like this one. You can think of those words as races. And if you come along to them and you read like the hare, you might zip through it to get finished quickly. That's where mistakes can happen. But if you read like the tortoise, you take it slow and steady, that patience is definitely going to improve your reading and your ability to decode these big unfamiliar words. So keep that in mind. Let's practice. All right, starting here, I break this apart with my fingers. I can see it starts with Dizz. That is a D, right? D is easily confused with B. There it is biz. So here's a quick reminder, a way to keep your B's and D's in check. Hold your hands out in front of you. Put your thumbs up. On the left is a B, and on the right is a D. So this is Dizz, and that looks like Zine, but that is the suffix ness at the end. So that there's a Z or a Zi in the middle of this word. And is that dizzy, or maybe it's the word dizzy? Yeah, this is the word dizziness. All right, it's a tricky word to read. It comes from the root word dizzy. And dizzy ends with a Y. We're going to drop that Y and add an I. It's an adjective, dizzy. We're going to put the suffix ness on it to turn into a noun. Dizziness is a thing. It's a feeling you have. Dizziness. Not to be confused with this word. If I go to the finish line of this word, I can see that it ends with ness too. So let's focus on the beginning. That looks like bus. And that is a B, all right, not a D. Is that sin, ness, bussiness? This is a tricky word, business. And the root word is busy. And that is a strange word, busy. It looks like it's pronounced bus, maybe bussy. Has nothing to do with a bus. Well, we'll figure that out later, but it's pronounced busy. And busy comes from an old English word, bizig. And I might be pronouncing that wrong, but bizig. If you take the G off this old English word, bizig, you can hear busy. And today it's spelled B-U-S-Y. And that's just the way it is. We've got a pretty interesting language, this English language. And busy ends with a Y. And we drop the Y and add an I to make business. From the adjective busy, we have the noun business. And it's not pronounced busyness, although that's a word too. Business is the more common word. And you just hear business. All right, not to be confused with this word. This word has sign in it. And signs, that's a D. Designs is this word. And design is the root word. And this is an interesting word too because of this G. There's a G before the N, which is easily confused with sing, sign, and sing. So design actually has a Latin root, goes back to the ancient language Latin, where the G is not pronounced design. And in French, that word design, the G is also not pronounced design. And that's where we get design in English, the French pronunciation, design. And that's a thing. And we'll put an S to get the plural noun, designs. All right, look at these big words. I'm gonna break it apart. I can see end at the beginning. Get it? That's a D. Or keep in mind, there's dorse, R controlled sound there, dorse. And it looks like cement, endorsement. No, this is endorsement. And the root word is a verb, endorse. Put the suffix ment on the end, and you've turned the verb endorse into a noun, endorsement. Endorsement, 3 syllables. Not to be confused with endorsement. And let's look at this last word, the biggest one of the batch. There's M in the beginning. There's bar, looks like bar. That's an R-controlled sound there. Embarrassment. This is the word embarrassment. Looks like embarrassment. We know the root word embarrass, right? Everybody knows what that word means. It's a verb, to be embarrassed. Comes to our language from French, embarrasser. Embarrass. That's where we get that. That's a noun. Sorry, it's a verb. Put the ment at the end. Now it's a noun. Embarrassment. All right, that's it for today. Subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on Facebook, where you can find lots more helpful decoding videos like this one. And in my photos at Facebook, there's an album full of great reading challenges I've written to help you practice decoding and to awesomize your fluency. A big pile of them. So to find it, if you haven't liked, followed, or subscribed yet, search the Fluency Awesomizer. Hope you enjoyed the video and found it helpful. Come back and see me soon.